And everybody else is actually parang endorsing or encouraging juicing, di ba? It's very healthy. It's very helpful if you want to regain back your health. The problem is, hindi ganun nga ba siya talaga ka-healthy? Maybe a few years back, say 10, 20, 30 years back, juicing will really be a very fantastic modality of para makombat mo lahat ng toxins coming into your body. Pero tingnan niyo itong bagong findings ngayon. Can you see that? This came from United Kingdom. Foods most likely to have pesticide residues. Top of the line, oranges. 98% ng oranges ngayon may pesticide. Okay? Tapos, ano pa, yung madalas nating, yung pineapple, yung apples, pinang-liver detox pa yan, di ba? Okay? And you keep on juicing yung mga apples kasi nga, yun ang pinopromote nila ngayon juicing. If you're not actually using yung mga organic, mas malaki yung possible mong problem. Okay? I never realized yung toxicity ng mga gulay at prutas before until nung I was into, I started practicing my nutritional medicine. Kasi before, I practiced yung obstetrics and gynecology. When I started, yung first few years ko sa nutritional medicine, yun ang naging eye-opener sa akin. There was this woman who came in, she's actually a German. Pumunta siya sa opisina, and she has diagnosed na Parkinson's. Ang Parkinson's niya, yung kailangan siya para lang siya makalakad, kailangan may katulong siya sa likod niya na sisipain itong ankle niya para mag-step siya forward. Kailangan may sisipa. Pag walang sumipa, hindi siya makakalakad. Okay? So, ganun ka-worse yung scenario niya. I started checking on her, started getting her history, and alam niyo kung anong nangyari? Yung katulong pa yung nagsabi, alam mo, doktora, takang-taka nga kami kasi she knows about energy. She actually wrote a book about energy. So sabi ko, German, kumbaga, writer, nag-talk about energy. So alam niya dapat kung anong nangyayari doon sa kanyang Parkinson's at bakit siya nag-Parkinson's. And you know what? When the maid told me, takang-taka kami kasi she's been a vegetarian for 15 years. And she gradually developed that over the last 5 years. Ako, may konting idea na ako, what could have gone wrong? So actually, I sent her hair samples sa Chicago for a chemical analysis. And true enough, yung aking impression, alam niyo kung bakit siya nag-Parkinson's? Nag-Parkinson siya dahil sa pesticide na nandun sa lahat ng gulay na kinain niya. Okay? So, she never went into organic produce, organic vegetables and fruits. Kasi nga, ang alam niya at ang paniniwala niya, healthy lahat ng fruits and vegetables. But this will tell you, may problema tayo, di ba? Even carrots, na akala mo very healthy, di ba? Ang nakakatuwa pa dito, even yung flour ha, almost 97% may pesticide residue. Even yung bread, na akala natin healthy, meron ding residue ng pesticide. So actually, if you are going to open your eyes, walang pagkain na safe. Unless talaga, tinanim mo dyan sa bakod mo, at yung bakod mo at yung kinalalagyan ng farm mo is not a place na dinadaanan ng sasakyan. Bakit? Kasi kung dinadaanan niya ng sasakyan, siguradong meron na rin dyan pumapasok ng mga chemicals na galing naman doon sa lead ng mga usok. Diba? So, hindi talaga tayo na ganun ka-safe. So, lahat tayo should have that responsibility of getting rid of whatever toxins is coming inside our body na on a daily basis ilalabas mo siya. Kasi pag hindi mo siya nilabas, talagang magkakaroon ka ng mas serious na problem. Okay? Now, again, ito rin comes from the United States din to. And actually, Department of Agriculture. And as you can see from here, identified na nila, there are so many nutritional deficiencies that we have. Vitamins and minerals, mapakadami. So, bakit ganun? Actually, ito hindi na lang to bagong findings. Alam niyo ba, as early as 1950s, nakita na ng US na maraming kakulangan sa pagkain nila. So, aside from the chemicals, aside from the pesticides, aside from the fertilizers, wala nang nutritional value ang mga pagkain nila. Bakit? Kasi kahit sa Bible, sinabi na yan na kung yung tanim mo at itinanim mo dito sa isang lugar na to and you stayed on in that particular area, hindi ba mauubos yung minerals nun? Nauubos ang minerals ng lupa. So dapat actually, titigilan mo yung pagtanim dyan and you have to let that rest and encourage yung talagang bagong production ng mga healthy ingredients, healthy na mga nutrients doon sa lupa. We all need to do that. Ang problema, ginagawa ba yan ng farmers? Pwede ba yung farmers na pag tinaniman nito na ito ng 10 taon, dapat mga ilang taon din sila hindi magtatanim doon sa same lupa? That is impossible, di ba? Kahit na yung mga banana plantation, yung mga coconut plantation, hindi mo pwedeng basta itigil yung production, itigil yung farming, itigil yung harvest, just because, alam mo, wala na nakukuha nutrients from the soil. Okay? So, marami po yung nutritional deficiencies natin ngayon that is actually contributing to a lot of the deficiencies that we have and a lot of sicknesses that we have. And that is one of the reasons why mas magandang tandem yung Quantumin Plus na nagde-detoxify and providing you with some minerals and vitamin C kung isasabay pa siya sa yung ating Q-Green na Nutri-Cups. Ang Q-Green Nutri-Cups natin, ang dami diyang B-complex, madaming vitamins dyan na wala sa Quantumin Plus. And I guess this is also the reason why, after a number of rotations, kasi tinignan namin yung mga pasyente na mga gumaling, doon namin nakita, it's a very, very perfect combination for cancer patients. Kaya kahit yung mga stage 4 at bedridden, pag ito na ang pinagsabay, kahit na may bone metastasis, they actually recover. Okay? So pagkain lang ang kailangan natin. Environmental toxins. Chemicals internationally that are being used in commerce is actually 80,000 na. But in the States, they're already constantly using 15,000. In 1918, that was yung early part ng 1900, ang nakita nila dyan, there are about 10 million pounds of synthetic chemicals na naproproduce. But today, hindi na lang 10 million pounds, 300 billion pounds. Sa tingin nyo, ilan yung nasa inyo? US to, di ba? But the thing is, ang mga Pinoy, kung anong uso sa US, yun din ang nandito. Di ba? Mas kinukonsider pa nga nila using the products na galing sa US kaysa local. Di ba? So, an average American uses more than 1,500 pounds of chemical products per year. Yun ang sumisira ng katawan natin unti-unti. And yan din ang cause kung bakit mabilis yung aging process natin. Unlike before, during yung mga times na nasa Bible, di ba? They live as long as 200 years, 300, 500 years, 800 years. Ito yung nagsha-shorten ng life natin ngayon. Okay? So, malaking problema. Even environmental toxins, katulad ng sabi ko sa inyo, it's already affecting a lot of children. Bakit? Kasi nga, nagiging smaller yung size nila. Maliit sila, so they can handle. So, pag ang mother, pag meron pa ba dito yung mga dalaga pa o hindi pa nagkakaanak? Meron dito? No, ito, tatay na to. Sa mga babae, mas malaking burden siya. Okay? Kasi, whatever toxins you have inside your body, pagka nagbuntis ka, 50% of that goes straight to the baby. Kalahati kaagad nasa baby. So kung mas toxic ka, mas maraming abnormal kaagad na baby ang lalabas mo and most likely ang panganay mo, may problema kaagad. Okay? So what else? So ang mga bata, syempre, ang mga organs still developing, tapos hindi pa sila nakaka-detoxify as effectively as adult. Tapos dahil hindi pa develop yung blood-brain barrier nila, mas marami yung nakakapasok na mga toxins kaysa sa adults. Okay? So ano ba definition ng ating quantumin? When you talk of quantum, you are actually talking about the smallest amount of light, smallest amount of energy, smallest amount of matter. And because of this very smallest amount, marami kasing pwedeng magkaroon ng jumping or sudden jumping of electrons, of atoms, of nutrients na dahil doon, nagkakaroon tinatawag nating quantum leap. And when you talk of quantum leap, unexpected yung mga events na nangyayari because of that sudden change or sudden jump ng mga electrons. Mamaya you will be seeing a few of the number of cases that we have. Although marami tayong mga bagong cases na prepare din namin for our June 1 na anniversary. It's our 8th year anniversary. Okay? And all these 8 years, napakadami na mga himala na aming nakikita. And right now, dumadami ang himala sa ibang bansa. Okay? That's why we are already forced to really prepare the ground for the international market. Kasi kailangan natin sila malegalize lahat. Okay? So, Quantumin Plus captured the phenomenon, yung tinatawag na quantum leap, quantum change, and it has resulted in unexplainable and unexpected medical and health changes. Okay? So, ang ating Quantumin Plus started actually as Quantum Minerals Plus. So, all white bottles, and then ito when we started, kasi talagang hindi ko mapagyayabang kaagad na milyon-milyon tayo na nag-start as a company. We had our humble beginning. Ito, actually, ito printed lang yan yung label na yan. Printed lang ng computer. So pag kaya natalsikan ng tubig, ano nangyayari? Na-erase na yung pangalan. Hindi mo na mababasa kung ano siya. Okay? But the moment na unti-unti kami nakapag-ipon, and we know that during those times that we started, there were a number of companies, a number of silly people who tried to imitate yung ating product. So we had to do something to protect majority ng ating distributors. So yung purple cup din, ginawa namin para medyo mas hindi tayo masyadong lumalabas sa generic. Kasi yung dati nga, di ba, yung white cup lang. And then, we also started using yung magic flash na tinatawag. So when you take a look at the bottle, alam namin kung yan ay original galing sa company or it's only an imitation. So marami pa rin ngayon na nag-a-attempt ng imitation. So you've got to help us. Every time you find people selling it at a very low rate, that should raise your suspicion na baka this is just a fake item na makakasira sa maraming tao na naniniwala sa product, na makakasira din also sa health ng ibang tao. Okay? So you need to report kaagad sa amin so we can carry out some investigations kung saan nanggagaling yung mga product na nabebenta ng masyadong mababa. Kasi ang laman ng ating produkto, hindi rin nakukuha ng mura at hindi nakukuha ng kung saan-saan lang. So we really cannot give away yung selling price na masyadong mababa. Okay? So, yung ating, Okay. Yung ating international brand will not look this way, ha? Kasi ang unang-una, pinabago namin yung shape ng bote para hindi siya maging generic. Okay? And also the label will be changed. And we will actually make use of the name that was approved in the U.S. Trademarks Office. Kasi medyo doon maraming Pinoy. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin ang Quantumin doon dahil meron ng Quantum Minerals na 1986 pa nandun. But it's not actually doing a lot of great healing katulad ng ating product. Kasi we've tried the product, I've ordered the product, malayo-malayo siya sa Quantumin Plus. Okay? Now, ang ating Quantumin Plus is a special technology initiated and owned yan by Q Dynamics Global Corporation. And also, we have a special blend of substances na individually, malalakas sila. Kaya lang, nung pinagsama-sama natin, mas lumakas pa siya. In the same way, ganun din yung nagiging effect ngayon kung sa inyo meron ng nakakagamit ng glutathione natin na from Q Dynamics, iba din yung effect niya. As in, after 2 days, kita mo kagad yung change ng skin mo sa face. Sa face, ang pinaka-common na nakikitaan namin. Okay? So, marami din siyang components, and ang pinagsama-sama namin doon are actually the parang yung mga substances that are needed for glutathione production. Ang problem kasi pag ang glutathione is produced na at tinake mo, 10% lang yan talaga ang papasok sa katawan mo kasi 90% will be eliminated and broken down sa level pa lang ng sikmura. So what we incorporated are actually yung pre-ingredients ng glutathione para mas maganda ang effect doon sa loob ng katawan natin. Okay? And we're just waiting for yung process ng FDA for the CPR before we can actually legalize yung selling niya. Okay? Kasi marami naman yung nagtatry na ngayon para nakikita natin yung mga effects. So maganda na yung nakikita namin na progress doon sa mga users. Okay? Okay, so what is our special technology? We call it as the quantum potentiation. Ibig sabihin, whatever products will go through that kind of process, may intensify yung effects ng mga minerals, ng mga vitamins, and all the nutrients. Okay? So that's why magandang-maganda yan, and it's actually one of the reasons why yung ating product na Quantumin Plus is totally different from the other mineral supplements that are being sold outside. Okay? So yung quantum effects niya can actually create an unexpected change in the electrons or in the atoms and result in inconceivable or unexplainable mga situations, health improvements. Okay? It's very difficult to explain, pero you can visibly see kung ano nangyayari doon sa pasyente. Okay? And I'm pretty sure nagamit nyo na rin yan, no? So alam nyo na kung gaano kabilis yung effect. Now, the unique energy that is being infused through the process of quantum potentiation is already a patent-pending technology. Although, syempre dito, meron pa kaming issues kasi nga, ang sabi sa akin ng patent office, there's only a specific time na hindi siya ma-out in the open yung technology na yon. And then, sabi nila, after such time na naprotektahan tayo, dapat daw yung technology na yun, pag ginamit ng anybody na kahit galing lang sa kalsada, should come out with the same product as Quantumin Plus na very effective. So, nandun ang aming issue ngayon, and also hinahandle siya ng ating legal department din dahil that is not what we're after for, na after, say, 15 years, pwede nang gamitin ng kahit sino. Kasi, ang intention namin is not for us to just last in the next 5 years. Okay? That's why nag-invest tayo sa planta kasi matagal ang plano namin na magko-contribute tayo doon sa health at saka doon sa economy ng a lot of people who will join us and believe in us. Okay? So, if you are going to check also on the energy, scalar energy, I think we have actually more than scalar energy. Now, anybody who had tried na yung Quantumin Plus, tinititigan lang, pagkatapos, pagka-chinek ka na, mataas na ang level ng energy mo. It's something different, okay? Sa ngayon, hindi ko kaya masyado siya i-explain, but I know the energy is there. Pero tingnan nyo itong situation na to na nangyari. And I know there is something in it na hindi pa natin totally ma-explain right now. But I know in time, we will be able to understand what is that special kind of energy. Okay? Tingnan nyo yung isang situation wherein we were waiting for a speaker. Ang speaker na to is a graphologist. And kilala siya from Visayas region. And actually, he advises you yung mga signature kung alin yung dapat. Si John Caleb knows this man. Kasi when this man saw him, met him, tapos nakita yung signature ni John Caleb, sabi niya, "Sir, mahihirapan ka lagi kasi may twist yung signature mo na lagi kang hindi siseryosohin ng babae." And syempre, nagulat siya, signature lang, hindi ako siseryosohin ng babae, hindi ko matatapatan yung gusto kong babae o yung talagang magmamahal sa kanya. Alam nyo, John Caleb tried to change that signature. Within 1 year, nagkaasawa siya. Okay? So, magaling yung graphologist na yon. Pero the nice thing with him is ganito. Pagpasok daw niya doon sa room na magta-training siya, sabi niya, may energy na kakaiba dito sa room. So, he didn't know kung ano yung energy na yun. Basta na-feel niya na merong kakaiba. And then, nakita niya doon sa isang corner of the room, may nakakumpul na mga tao. And you know kung ano yung mga nakakumpul ng tao? May isang distributor ng Quantumin Plus who is actually explaining Quantumin Plus doon sa classmate niya nung high school na nagkataon ding umattend nung training na yon. Okay? And they were actually, nagde-demo, di ba? Naghahaplos, nagpapainom. Lumapit ngayon itong graphologist. Nung makita niya, sabi niya, anong pinagkakaguluhan niyo dyan? Tapos di nakita niya, yan, sabi niya, diyan galing yung energy kong na-feel pagpasok ko. Siya yan. Tapos sabi niya kaagad, magkano yan? Bibili ako kaagad. Without even understanding kung ano yun. Na-feel niya kaagad yung energy. So, hindi rin niya alam na ako yung may-ari. Kaya nagulat siya nung at the end of the lecture, nakipag-usap ako sa kanya. Okay? So, kasi kwento nga niya. Tapos malaman ko, sabi ko, ikaw pala yun yung kinikwento nung mga nagkwento yung distributor na mayroon daw mama na na-feel ka agad yung energy. And it was the same thing that happened when I was in a pranic healing seminar. I seated doon sa isang side ng room. And yung main trainer nila came in and at the level of the door, nagsabi na siya, there's something different in this room right now. Okay? So while she was walking around, hanggang doon sa harapan, sabi niya, there's something that I feel that is different today compared to some previous days that I was lecturing on a number of people. So, nung sinisense niya, napatingin siya doon sa side ko. Sabi niya, it's on this side. Sabi niya, it's on this side. There's something on this side. Syempre ako naman, ayoko namang, hindi pa ako kikibo, parang ang feeling ko, ano kaya, Quantumin kaya yung nararamdaman niya? So, I pulled out the Quantumin from my bag. Sabi ko, ma'am, possibly ba ito? Sabi niya, that's it. What's that product? Hindi niya alam kung ano yung Quantumin Plus. Pero na-feel niya yung energy pagpasok niya doon pa lang sa pinto. Okay? So you can actually, doon sa mga situations na yon, you can see that there is something in Quantumin Plus na hindi na lang siya talaga scalar. And we don't know if there is really such a thing as a suprascalar energy. But I know there are different types of energy na hindi pa natin nakikilala at hindi pa natin alam. Okay? And we could be dealing with something like that. Kasi katulad ng mga cases na ipapakita ko sa inyo later on, you will realize na there's really something wrong, something special about the energy. So ano yung special blend? Ito yung sinasabi natin. There are a number of nutrients in Quantumin Plus na on their own, they actually work so good. They can make you feel good. They can actually help your body. They can actually keep you healthy. Pero pag pinagsama-sama, mas matindi ang effect. Okay? Ano yung mga yan? Yung zeolite, the minerals, the humic and fulvic substances, the vitamin C, and also the oxygen. So these are nutrients na by itself are very helpful. Pero kapag nga pinagsama-sama, mas malakas yung effect. Okay? Now, what is zeolite? Zeolite is a mineral. Nung time namin na nasa medicine ako, hindi pa kilala si zeolite. And that was, kailan siya nalaman nung una? 30 years back. Okay? Actually, matagal na siya sa Asian countries being used as a gamot, a nutritional supplement. But in the US, 30 years ago lang nila na-start gamitin ang zeolite sa mga animal feeds, sa mga pesticide, or as fertilizer. Okay? Air purification. Tapos sa tao, in the last 20 years pa lang ginagamit ng US ang zeolite. Right now, zeolite is under the GRAS list ng USA. When you say GRAS, yung GRAS, that's, anong ibig sabihin nun? Generally, accepted as, parang healthy siya, and something that is acceptable and will not do you any harm. Okay? So, basically, ang zeolite is a volcanic mineral. Nade-develop siya yung reaction ng yung volcanic, parang yung lumabas sa mga volcanoes during eruption, nag-react sa water, nag-react sa air, and doon nade-develop ang zeolite. So, it's not also something that any human being can actually parang produce or come up with. Okay? Or say, so it's more of negatively charged na minerals. It has some cages. And itong mga cages na to, they attract more minerals. Ibig sabihin, yung zeolite na nasa Quantumin Plus nyo carries with it a lot of minerals doon sa mga cages na yan. Okay? And the nice thing is, itong si zeolite, mayroon siyang sarili niyang intelligence na pag meron siyang, nainom nyo siya, pumasok siya sa intestine, naka-identify siya na meron kang mercury, meron kang lead, meron kang arsenic. Yung mga chemicals na yon will stick to the zeolite at i-release niya yung mga minerals. So what actually happens is, nagpo-provide siya ng mga minerals na bago o nutrients sa iyong katawan, but at the same time, it gets or removes yung mga chemicals na nasa katawan nyo. Okay? And yung zeolite natin also is very intelligent. Actually, meron siya tinatawag na absorption or selective absorption. Yung namimili siya kung anong uunahin niyang kukunin sa katawan o tatanggalin sa katawan nyo. Dito makikita nyo, pag yung mga normal volunteers, binigyan nila ng zeolite, may 5 to 7-fold increase sa excretion ng chemicals doon sa ihi nila within 1 week. Pero yung mga miners, syempre mga miners, mas maraming chemicals sa katawan. Dito nakita sa research, 12 to 15 times ang increase ng chemical excretion nila, yung paglabas, mas madami. So, malaking tulong talaga ang zeolite. And, actually tayo, pag halimbawa, kumain ka ng chichirya, at yan ay sinabayan mo ng tubig na mayroong Quantumin Plus, marami ka agad yung chemicals na lumalabas.